Good morning, fourth grade. Last Thursday, you guys took your ecosystem and food webs test. And since food webs are going to be our last unit, I want to spend a little bit more time just reviewing what food webs are and who and what are the different roles in these food webs. So let's get started. A food web is a tool that a scientist use. Food webs are tools that scientists use to know how these different organisms eat. Food webs use many different arrows to show how the energy is being transferred from one animal to the next. For example, here we have our forest food web. There are many different arrows pointing from one organism to another. For example, if you look at the red elderberry plant, it's an example of a producer who gives energy to a deer mouse, a human, and also a grizzly bear. When a red elderberry gives energy to a deer mouse, it does not end there. A deer mouse can also give energy to a marten. There are other animals that give off energy to other animals. For example, this red squirrel gets its energy from the Sitka spruce trees and gives energy to the marten as well. All of these different organisms, plants, and animals make up a food web. Now, these different plants and animals each play a different part. Let's talk about the different parts. Let's start with producers. Producers are those organisms who are able to make their own food. Remember, organisms are all living things. So that includes plants and animals. Producers are those organisms who can make their own food, like flowers, trees, vegetables, and algae are all examples of producers. These producers, they don't need to eat another organism for energy. They use the sun's rays and through the process of photosynthesis are able to make their own food and use that food for energy to be able to grow. Once they grow, they can provide food for other organisms in our food web. The organisms that they provide food for are called consumers. Consumers are the organisms that need to eat other organisms for energy. Some consumers like to eat plants, some consumers like to eat meat or other animals, and some consumers like to eat both meat and plants. That's why we have three types of consumers. Can you name the three types of consumers? Our first consumer is an herbivore. Herbivore are those consumers who only eat plants and vegetables. These consumers, their diet mainly consists of maybe eating other small trees or different vegetables. Herbivores only eat plants like deer, rabbit, and cows. Their diet mainly consists of eating grass or other small plant particles. Herbivores do not like to eat other animals. They only eat plants. Now, carnivore are those consumers who eat meat or other types of animals. Carnivores do not like eating plants. They like to get bigger, so they like to eat different animals for meat. For example, wolves, lions, and sharks are all examples of carnivores because they like to eat other animals. These consumers get their energy from eating other animals. But that does not mean that's the only type, those are the only type of consumers. Our last consumer is an omnivore. Omnivore are also consumers who eat both plants like vegetables, trees, grass, and animals. Omnivore are not that picky eaters and they can get their energy from both type of organisms. Let's take a look at some omnivores now. These are some examples of some different omnivores, like hens who will eat grass but will also eat other small bugs, or bears who also eat plants but eat animals, organisms like fish, and monkeys are also an example of omnivores. Omnivores will eat both plants and animals. Now let's take a look at these different food webs. Each organism is important to the food web. If one organism is missing, for example, a snake was missing from the food web, it will affect the whole entire food web. Organisms that depend on the snake for food, like this hawk, they will not have any food to eat and they will begin to starve. So if the snakes were go missing, it would affect hawks. But not just hawks, it can also affect the bunny rabbits. Because if no snakes are eating rabbits, then there's going to be lots and lots of rabbits. And if there's lots and lots of rabbits, that means more rabbits are hungry and they're going to want to eat more grass. And maybe in that ecosystem or in that community, may not be enough grass for all the bunnies. So that's why each and every part, producers, herbivores, and consumers of our food web are very important. They help the ecosystem keep balance and help provide energy and food for each other in their organisms. That is the end of our lesson today. I want us to keep reviewing food webs so that once we go into 5th grade, we still have it fresh in our memory. If you guys have any questions, please visit me during office hours. I am there from 2 o'clock all the way to 3:30. Have a great Monday.